in a hospital and see my baby in a neck brace with blood pretty much from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet is a little overwhelming for any parent to see.
Tonight, the community is rallying behind an Indianapolis family after a crash landed 5 boys in the hospital just days before Christmas. The crash happened in Plainfield on US 40 last Wednesday. The boys were on their way to celebrate a birthday at Dave & Buster's when their family says they were rear-ended at a stoplight, pushed into oncoming traffic and hit by a semi. At least 2 were ejected from the car, including 15-year-old Jermaine, who was not wearing his seatbelt in the middle of the back seat. All 5, 4 of whom are brothers, range in age from 15 to 20 years old. They were rushed to the hospital and thankfully survived. After hearing about the crash, the principal at Edison School of Arts immediately wanted to know if her former student Jermaine was okay. She says he's now at Shortridge High School, but he's a student she will always remember for his bright smile and contagious energy. And knowing the impact the crash is now having on his family, with the mother staying at the hospital and the father out of work due to COVID, she started a GoFundMe page to help raise money.
And by me being off all this week, we only have a half of income coming in next week. So that's going to be very difficult to deal with. And I haven't even started none of my Christmas stuff. I was actually going to do it this weekend. I'm one of the late parent shoppers, but I haven't been able to do anything but focus on my boys.
I'm a parent as well and have boys of my own 4, and I just can't even begin to imagine being in their shoes and the stress of, COVID and, like she said, him not having work and then having to take off work and just wanting to provide Christmas for your children and your family. And so I just thought this was the least thing that we could do to try to help this amazing family out.
Well, Jermaine, who has the most severe injuries, had surgery on Friday and had 2 rods and screws placed in his neck to help repair torn ligaments. With a long road to recovery and the financial impact paying for hospital bills will have on the family, the principal at Edison is hoping to raise a total of $15,000. At last check tonight, more than $2,000 has been raised. We will put a link to the GoFundMe page on WRTV.com.